No one has ever been richer than you are at this moment. What would it take for you to feel secure?
More.
Obviously, he absolutely worshipped money. I think that he is much more human than history has made him out. He did have to have a humanity of some sort. He had a completely unsentimental attitude toward the kidnapping because he excused it by saying that he had so many grandchildren that if you pay for one, then you've got kidnapped grandchildren from then on. So there was some sort of logic in that, even though it was as cold as ice. No, I tried to, and I think the writing asks for someone to play him with more humanity, and I've tried very hard to do that.
So much respect for her. That as a woman and as a mother, she managed to keep herself together, as I said before, and not crumble under the circumstances, and to do whatever it took to get out of bed every day, problem solve every day, deal with new information, new circumstances that would come her way, all with the goal constantly in sight, never wavering, to get Paul home safely. And that she was such a fighter and handled herself and managed her way through a man's world.
When I started researching Fletcher Chase, I didn't find pretty much any information on him. Really was able to access some things, not that much, but he was head of the crew team at Harvard, former frogman, Navy SEAL, CIA agent, ran an oil business, and he was advising other oil companies when Mr. Getty realized how resourceful he would be, and he ended up working for Getty full time, for Getty Oil, and also for Getty as his personal head of security.
He's great fun. He's such a pro. I love the way he knows exactly what he's doing, and he doesn't do thousands of takes because he's already edited the film in his mind. He's very much like the old school of director, right? Along with Hitchcock and all those other guys who knew how they were going to cut the film before they even filmed it. He's a very versatile director. The subjects that he picks are absolutely poles apart from the last one he did. And that's why I admire him. He experiments, he tries. He tries to do new things, and he dares, and that's very important.
Well, the first thing that I heard was Ridley Scott, and after that I didn't really need to hear much else, but then it just happened that a great script came along with it. So it was a instantaneous yes. He gives you room to grow and room to find out what you want to do and discover and play, but if you ever need him, he's right there with like a really firm boundary. But the thing that I loved so much, and I'd get so excited coming to work in the morning, is that he's full of ideas. He's full of surprises. He's the kind of guy who will, if a scene is a path, at some point, either like intellectually or physically, he'll throw something on the path that then you're going to have to deal with. And it makes it exciting, and it makes it real, because you feel like you're really living like moment to moment, because he's added risk into the game.
I've always wanted to work with him. We've been friendly, seeing each other in passing over the years, probably for the last 20 years. And I've always been a huge fan of his. To see a guy and to be a guy who's always aspired to make films, and both in front of and behind the camera, and get to learn from him, it was kind of like a win-win for me, because I get to work with him, but I also get to learn from him and kind of observe him.
I'm fighting an empire.
And you'll do things to Paul that can't be undone for any amount of money.
No!